Good morning. My name is Dr. Jenn and I am owner of Mountain Phoenix. And I'm here to talk to you today about alignment. What is alignment? What does it mean? Is it important to you? How do you go about getting it? Because it is something that comes up every day in my life. It's something that, in my opinion, both expert and personal, I think is super important. This year, 2018, is about me being my best me this year. It's about connecting to myself, being able to express myself fully, authentically, and just being me. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, that's easy. How hard is it to be you? And of course, if you stop to think about it for a minute, you realize that it's not easy. In a lot of cases, we have been trained, we have been domesticated, we have been educated with expectations, both from parents, from family members, from friends, from professionals, from teachers. I mean, you name it, the list goes on. From a very young age to be, act, and express in a certain way. And so what I've come to discover is that connecting, discovering who I am is a process. It is something that I am learning about and have been for quite a while now. And it's something that comes up every day in my practice, every day in my life. So alignment, to me, alignment is being in integrity with myself. It's about being me. It's about being authentic, to use a very popular term right now. And it's about doing, being, behaving in a way that feels good inside of me, that feels good in my gut, feels good in my heart. And what I've come to discover is when I am living in alignment, when I'm working in alignment, when I'm interacting with others while I'm in alignment, then things flow, they connect, they come together. There tends to be more ease around it. It feels less of a struggle. Now, sometimes I'm almost surprised when alignment happens, and especially depending on what area of my life I might be working in or addressing or being in. There are times that, I've learned that it comes easier. So what I'm here to share with you today is alignment to me is being aligned throughout my entire body and being. It means being aligned physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally in every aspect of who I am, all the way down to each individual cell and all the energy that is me. Now, your next question might be like, how do we go about doing that? And I'm sure there's a lot of ways to go about doing it. I'm going to spend a moment just to share how I go about doing it. One of the first things that I do is I get adjusted. I am a chiropractor by education, by experience, though I do a lot of other things as well as part of my healing practice, both for myself personally and with the services that I provide to others. But first and foremost, I want to make sure that my spine is in alignment, my nervous system is in alignment, that it's functioning as optimally as it can be, because if my physical structure, my physical being is in alignment, then the other forms of alignment come easier. Now, other things that can support physical alignment: getting good sleep, putting good food into my body, making sure I'm hydrated, making sure I have movement, that I'm exercising and doing things throughout my day. That's certainly part of it. Now, emotional alignment, mental, spiritual alignment, that is where some challenges might come into play, because it's not just consciously what we're aware of, it's also subconsciously those things that we might not even be aware of is there. So I use techniques that in my practice and for me that help me align, again, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. One of those techniques is called core and specific technique. And it allows me to ask questions of my body and get answers. And through that process, I've discovered that sometimes what my thinking mind might be thinking, my emotional mind does not align with it, or my emotional being doesn't align with it. So then I can do some work or use some techniques that help align that. And to give you an example of what that might look like in my practice, this morning I had somebody come in who just said, I'm having one of those days. I woke up in a mood, I can't get out of my way. And through the course of using core and specific technique, I was able to ask her body and being some questions. And what we discovered is there was a place that she was not even aware of exactly. She knew there was something off. But what it was is there was a part of her that she could not just love as she was in that moment. So we did some clearing, we did some adjustments to address that specifically. And the way it came through was being able to love herself as she was in that moment. And she left in a very different state of mind, a very different state of being, emotionally feeling much more present and ready for her day, a new perspective on her day. Now, we talked about what alignment is. I gave you an example of how you get alignment. There are other ways to get in alignment as well. How important is it? As far as I'm concerned, being in alignment is super important. It is vital, because if you're not in alignment, then everything that you do in your life, everything that you do as you go about your day is going to have a level of challenge. It's going to have a level of struggle. It's going to have a level of just being hard. If any of this sounds interesting to you, feel free to make comments in below, or to schedule a free consultation with me, because I would love to talk to you further about this and see how we can help you get into alignment. To being your best you in 2018, I'm sending you love and healing, and I look forward to the next time we connect. Thank you.